What's up, guys? So today I would like to get started on the cabinets. I'm gonna have a cabinet going right here, and that's my diesel heater that's gonna go inside the cabinet. Before I get started on that area, I need to panel this wall. So what you saw me just do was cut out the 1-inch foam insulation and tape it into the bottom parts where all the mechanical parts of the door are. I stuffed the rock wool up here. I'm going to do rock wool here, and then the bubble Reflectix over the whole van. So the next thing I'm going to do is template the door and cut a piece of 1/4-inch plywood to go over it. Here's my template, and then what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna cut this out on a piece of 1/4-inch plywood. I'm gonna put that on, and then I'm gonna put my chalkboard on top of that. So here's the piece I'm gonna put it on, and it's too small
and we don't
for
want
my
those.
template. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna put a piece in between to make it longer, so the template fits.
Okay.
So once we got our piece cut for the center to get the right size, we put our template up, we cut the template out on the 1/4-inch, we backed it with more 1/4-inch plywood to be able to glue it all together. So that's what we have now. The clamps holding it this way, and then the weight of the paint cans pushing the glue down.
It's good.
So while the other piece I just showed you is drying up, I'm gonna start painting my actual chalkboard that's going to go on top of the piece that I showed you that I'm getting glued up. So I'm going to prime it, and once that's dry I might do a couple coats, and then I'm going to do the chalkboard paint. So I'll show you how I do that. Alright, so here's the piece that we glued together yesterday. She's pretty strong. You see the pieces we scabbed on the back to kind of bring all three of them together. And so next we're going to be throwing it up on that wall and screwing her in, and then we are going to finish painting my chalkboard, and that's going to go on top. We're going to do some sort of border around that as well. Some of you might be wondering why I am piecing these together. Putting this little 3-inch strip in the center gives me the full overall length I need in order to make the piece fit. The reason for me doing this and then the chalkboard over it is because I want the chalkboard to be one piece, and I didn't have a big enough piece to do that, so that's why I'm doing it this way. I'm doing the same thing with the Reflectix. I'm gonna be cutting this here and basically taping pieces together to make one big piece go behind my piece that I'm putting in. So that's why I'm doing that. What I'm debating now is to either glue this Reflectix with a little wand I'm doing, or glue it onto the door with my rock wool insulation behind it up here. I think it's going to be easier with the insulation to glue it on the door first. Full piece on the door, and then put my piece of the wand up. So I think that's what I might do. We'll see.
Let's take some of that
Make it thinner.
Yeah, I would. You know why? when you pack, insulation loses its
What do you
R.
think about that?
This piece probably is okay. Insulation loses its R value if it's compressed. Did I tell you that like 6 times?
I knew that.
You did not.
Yeah, I watched a YouTube video.
Okay.
Why don't you tell our viewers that? You talk to them. Yeah.
Ouch. Is it on?
Yeah, it's on.
Oh my God. So Jake's putting some insulation in the wall. The insulation's a little too thick. Good point to remember here is that if insulation is too thick and you pack it into the wall and compress it, it will actually lose its R value. Too much insulation's not good, too little insulation's not good. You have to get the right thickness in there. Do not compress your insulation. Okay, come across the top here.
Just a little dab right here.
Okay. Press the top.
Is that good?
Yeah, except it moved down a little, but that's okay. But other people spend a lot of time. I was watching a video yesterday, and they spent a lot of time on this ceiling doing like not exactly the right things.
No.
Yeah, and ate up a lot of time trying to figure stuff out because they didn't know enough about templating. Yet they put it up for YouTube viewers to look at. So just thought I'd put that. You got look at it.
I know, I'm gonna cut it. So I sanded down the piece of 1/4-inch plywood that I put primer on, and then now that that's sanded down, I'm gonna paint it, and I'm gonna use this chalkboard paint. It's right here, Rust-Oleum chalkboard paint. I got a screwdriver right here and a paintbrush right here. And the most important pro tip I could give you is to have a rag.
An old rag, not a good dish towel. Jesus. What? Cut.
I got the chalkboard. I put 2 coats of the chalkboard paint, and I had about 3 coats of primer on it. So I just have it tacked up here just to see how I like it and where I think I want to put it. I'm not sure if I'm going to do the border or not yet. I have my 2 pieces of paneling here that I did, and I had to put those both together. So I have these seams here that I'm going to cover up, and I have this that's going to go right here. And I'm going to paint this with the chalkboard paint as well, so it's going to be black, and I'm going to do one down at the bottom so it'll hide these seams so it won't look like I had to glue all the pieces together. And then I'm going to do a little thing down here, and I think it'll be good, so I'll show you. video. I really enjoyed making this chalkboard. This door was a very weird space for me to work with. I wasn't really sure what I was going to do there, so I thought a chalkboard was a good idea to have in this space to kind of, you know, make it fun and be able to put things up there that I could look at every day. So thanks for watching, guys. Please subscribe to my channel and give this video a thumbs up if you enjoyed it. And let me know if you got any other ideas or cool things that you would do in this space. Or yeah. So I'll see you later, guys. Thanks.